everyone, and welcome back to the Little Blue Fly. Today I will be sharing how to paint harlequins. Now, it's been a moment since I have posted up a video, and I do apologize for that. We were just recently informed a couple weeks ago that we are going to be moving. So the home that we are in now, we've been here for 1 year and I have accumulated quite a bit. So I'm having to go through items, get everything cleaned up, because within the next 4 weeks, the movers are going to be coming in here and packing everything up. So it's been taking quite a toll on me, everything, with the COVID-19, and, it's been really, really difficult over here for me. So, I do have Jesus Christ in my heart, and I fully trust in Him. 100%. And all I can say, guys, is, I have Him. He's there. He's going to see us through everything. And I'm getting this video out to you all, and it's helping me. It's helping me get through things. So, I hope all of you are well. I'm not going to keep recording this. I keep trying not to get emotional and crying, but it's not going to happen. So, here we go. So this has been requested by many of you, and so I thought this would be a great time to get this going. So I hope you all enjoy it, and be well, and many blessings. So I found these 2 trays at a thrift store, and I immediately thought, oh gosh, I could use these as trivets or as a charger, and I immediately thought Mackenzie Childs. So I'm going to go ahead and put harlequins on it. I've already painted the bottom with my black acrylic chalk paint. I also use this paint on my dining table as well. I will be using this gold acrylic paint. I might be using this one. This oyster paint will be the base color. And I will be making highlights with the barnwood paint and the oatmeal paint. I'll be using chalk to make the lines, and a ruler, and a flat paintbrush. Also some tape. Now this is wide tape, so I will be cutting it in half, making sure to use the outer edges when I tape off to make the harlequins. So first I'm going to apply the base coat, and I did put on 3 coats. I will also be going around the lip of the tray because I want to keep that part a cream color as well. But the larger portion of the lip will be gold. So here is the 3 coats. And down the center, I have made the markings for the harlequins. Now this is a 10-inch surface, so I decided to do 2-inch harlequins. I could get 5 harlequins starting down the middle, and I won't get as many as I work my way out on the circle. So what I did is I started up at top and I measured down 2 inches. I made a dot at the top, and a dot down at the bottom of 2 inches. As you can see here, every 2 inches I made dots going down for the harlequins. And then I wanted to make them 1 inch wide. So I put a dot in the middle and measured out 1 inch. 2 inches going down, 1 inch going across. So from the dot, it is a 1/2 inch out each way. So again, 2 and 2. Each will be 2 inches long, 1 inch wide. So make sure when you do the taping that you use the outside edges, because you want to try to have straight lines. I have a bit of a OCD, so this is why I do the taping, because I try to have straight lines with my harlequins. So you just start from the top and go out to the side marked dots. Then you line up the dots on the bottom part. Then take any hard surface card, whatever you have, and really press down good on the tape, because you're trying to not let the dark color bleed under the tape. But I'm going to show you a little trick. With the same base color, paint over the harlequin, because that's going to help seal up the edges of the tape. So when you put on the black color, it won't easily seep underneath. So we're going to go ahead now and apply the black paint and see how it turns out. You always hope for the best during this part. And there we have it. Perfect. A perfect harlequin. And we are just going to work our way down. So we'll start every 2 inches, and we'll go left and right. So I have the first row done, and now we're going to start with the second row. And if your tips don't necessarily meet each other, that's okay, because we're going to be adding circles there. So remember to use the flat edges of the tape. Now we're having to skip a space because of the tape. So we're skipping a harlequin and going down to the next one. And as you move along with the pattern, it becomes easier because you can line your tape. You don't have to just rely on the dots. You can just go along with the other harlequins that are there and just follow the lines. Again, make sure to press down with the card and always apply the base coat to help seal up those edges. And paint the entire harlequin, not just the edges, because then your paint will be uneven. And just let it dry, and then you add the black paint. Hope for the best. So for those of you who have not seen my dining table, this is just very small, this project. My dining table, it truly was a labor of love. Because this process, when you do the harlequins, it takes some time. And there we go. I'm happy it's working out. The edges are touching. They're starting to line up nicely. And here we go, quite a few harlequins now. And as you can see, the lines are just lining up nicely with one another. Again, you don't have to rely so much on your dots. Every 2 inches, 1 inch going across. Make your center dots when you do your first line. And then you just work off the pattern. You line up your tape with the other harlequins. They're touching nicely. So a row of black and then a row of white. A row of black, a row of white. Just remember that. You're going across all black, then all white, because sometimes you can get confused and accidentally tape off the wrong area. The lines are just going nicely. So I'm going to show you how you line up the tape with the other harlequins. Just put the tape across from one to the other. Just put it exactly on the same line. And you can see through the tape, which is great. And then going this way, you'll work with the harlequin right there to the left. And now to work the bottom part. See, you could see through the tape, your line, and you just line it up. And then to the right, put it right underneath. I actually had the tape the wrong way. Make sure you use the outside edges when taping. If you have to cut your tape, that is. Again, press down the tape. Make sure to apply that base coat. Now I have finished all the harlequins, and I'm using the oatmeal paint and the barnwood paint, and I'm adding highlights. Now you don't have to do this process if you don't want to. This is personal preference. You can just keep it the white and not add any highlighting. I just like the extra depth and texture. There's no right or wrong way in applying this either. It is totally to your liking. And if you go over onto the black portion, that's okay. You just do touch-ups. Now that part's finished, I'm going to be adding some gold onto the black harlequin part, and it's just a dry brush technique. Just put some gold on there, dab it off a little bit, and just go over. Now the gold dots. What I did is, because I'm not good at making those perfect circles, so I use stickers. That's right, stickers. So what I did is I found some heart-shaped stickers at the Dollar Tree and went over them about 5 times with the gold paint until I couldn't see the sticker anymore. And what I was gonna do is punch it out and then remove the sticker part from the back portion, but because they were so small, that didn't work out. The circles just kept getting distorted, so I had to go to plan B. So I punched them out, and plan B was, because I couldn't get the sticker off, Gorilla Glue. So I painted some Gorilla Glue on the back of each gold dot and just placed it onto the tray. Now I'm going to tape this area off and paint the outside lip gold. That is the same gold that I used on my dining table as well. So again, I cut the tape in half. Use the outside edges. And again, I want that lip to stay the oyster color. So I just line it up right at the bottom. Just press it down really good. And here I have started to apply the gold. Now, I already know by working with this gold that I will be doing 5 separate coats. I like a nice strong gold color. So here we have 4 coats, and I'm going to do just one more. I cannot even begin to tell you how doing this project just really just gave me so much peace. Just so much going on. And now the gold is finished, and I will pull off the tape. Everything's wanting to stick to the gloves. So I will be doing some cleaning up on the edges at the bottom. And now for the second to last step, we are going to be using this antique wax. A lot of you are going to go, oh my gosh, Bev, what are you doing? That is so dark. But you'll see, it'll work out. And again, you don't have to do this process if you do not want to. You don't have to do any of the highlighting or the glazing. This is all personal preference. I wanted it to be warm. Make sure to get around the dots really good. And then you just go and you wipe it off. And you'll see it's still quite dark, and that's okay, because what I'm going to do is get my cloth just a little bit damp, and I'll be going over it some more, making it lighter. And you just keep working with it until you get your desired shade that you're working for. And there we have it. Now it's time to put on the polyacrylic. I like using the clear gloss on this one, not the matte finish. Start on the outside. And I will be putting 2 coats of poly on this piece. And it really, when you put the poly onto the top of the tray, those dots are not going to be coming off. They are sealed in there. And the more poly you put on, the more candied the piece looks. I don't know why whenever I use this, when I do these pieces, I think of shiny red candy apples. And make sure to get the poly off from around the circles, because it will pull up around them. It's just perfect. I love this piece. I need more of these trays.